show with my friends in the reselling community at 5 p.m. Pacific time. So 8 o'clock if you're on the East Coast. And if you're watching the replay, I leave the chat up so you can see who is here and what we had to talk about. If you happen to be new to the channel, hi and welcome. I'm Quenby. I am a reseller, a part-time seller, which means I go to places like thrift stores and I do a little retail arbitrage. I buy some mystery boxes on places like THREDUP online. I buy all this stuff so that I can turn around and flip it for profit online. I sell on eBay and Poshmark, and I've been doing it for about 8 years, almost 9. So this channel is all about that. I share everything I learn with you. And I'd love to have you subscribe and be sure to hit that little bell because that's what lets you know when I'm going live or when a new video comes out. So I see some friends coming into the chat, which makes me just so happy. I've been looking forward to Friday. I have so much to talk to you about. I'm so curious. Tell me again in the chat, you guys, remind me where you're located and let me know what's happening for you there. I feel like I am one of the last people here in Northern California where we're still sheltering in place and things aren't open yet. I see on Instagram, I hope you find me there at the Grateful Queen. I see on Instagram, people are starting to thrift again. I still have not been anywhere or done anything. I don't know if our county, Sonoma County, is just a little behind, but remind me where you are and what you're doing now in your business. Are you outsourcing? When are you going to go? How are you making the decision to go or not? If you have gone, what's your experience? And I have some stories about what's happening in my community that I'd love to share with you about that. Still nothing's open here. Still nothing is open here. So I am still doing a lot of online sourcing. I've been doing a lot of sourcing this week, you guys. I feel like a shopper, one of those people who's going to get all this stuff. So I want to tell you all about it. But make sure to say hi in the chat. Make sure to let me know what you're up to, where you are, how's things going with business. You guys, this is so strange because it is a very hard time in the world with the quarantine, with politics and protesting. But my sales have been great. Check in about how yours have been, where you sell, and what you're noticing in your business. I thought about maybe not coming on tonight because there are so many big issues going on, and I thought, I need to be with my friends and my people. So I'm so glad you're here. Let's say hi to everybody. I see Barbara Babash is here. Made it on time for once. The only way I make it on time or make it to the live shows is if I set an alarm on my phone. I'll have them labeled like, El Ducho's doing a live, and I'll set it on my phone. Otherwise, it's like time is really strange right now. Is that true for anybody else? Rhonda Creek is here. Hey, Rhonda, great to see you. And my friend from Restyle Secrets, how's it going with you? What's happening there? Definitely check in and let us know what's going on. Did you work today in your business this week? Do you take weekends off? Because I just work when I can work. Like, to me, it doesn't matter if it's Saturday or Sunday or what. It's like, if I have work to do, I'm going to do it. Angela's here. Hello, my friends. So great to see you again. I really look forward to seeing all of you. It means a lot that we come together and we start to get to know each other. And I look forward to Fridays with you. I'm going to do another live show, but just with everything going on this week, it didn't feel like the right time, but that is my intention. Happy Friday, ladies, says Karen. I'm so glad you made it. And Laurie is here from Seattle Gal Style. You were up to something new and different, I think. Remind me what it was. And Sarah Lee made it. Yay. Are you guys all friends with each other on Instagram? Because the thing I like about Instagram is that I get to see everybody's page and learn a little bit about you and your business, like who's doing vintage, who sells more new tags items, who's doing antique, who's doing boutique. It's kind of cool to see. So let me know what you're up to. And Seek Joy is here. Hey, everybody. All my friends are here. Thank you so much for being here. I mean, it means a lot, especially at this time, to know that we can come and check in. And James is here from the Antique Boutique. Always great to see you. He has a lot of thoughtful things to say, so definitely check him out. And Laurie Owens is here. Yay, so many friends. Did all you guys do that thing where you hit the little bell notification so you get reminders? Because I guess I didn't realize on YouTube that that's a thing. Like, you can subscribe to someone, but if you don't hit that little bell, you're not getting reminders and notifications. And I find those really helpful. Reseller Wendy's here. Happy Friday. How are things going with you, Wendy? What are you working on? What's up? So, check in and let me know. I'll see how far off I am. More friends have come in, and then I'll go back to what I want to say. Brandy is here. Yay, Brandy, so good to see you. And Kelly Shaffner says, driving and listening again. Where are you always going Friday at 5? Like, I have nowhere to go. I do not leave my house unless I have to go to the post office because I forgot to schedule, or if I'm taking my son to see his dad's. Other than that, I don't go anywhere. Where are you going? I saw Denali here somewhere. Let me go back up. Oh, thank you so much for tuning in. I just really appreciate seeing you. Hey, Denali. Denali was on Leslie's channel, Reseller Passion, and they had a great talk, a lot about buying pallets that I thought El Ducho on her channel has a lot of great information about that. I've actually stepped in. I'm noting all these things I want to talk to you about. I've stepped into buying some bigger lots this week. So if you have any interest in a pallet, definitely check out the videos on her channel because it's like the real deal information. Lindsay's Posh Loft is here. Hello, friend. She says, always great to see you. And Hunter Ryan so far has been like, we'll have like 25 sales in 2 days, then nothing for a couple of days. I work around my disabilities. Oh, reporting on your sales. Yeah, it's like that for me too. Like I'll have a day with like 1 sale and then a day with like 8 sales. And I'm like, what's going on? What's different? But that's, I work a lot more in my business on averages. Like it doesn't matter to me if I make 20 sales on the weekend and then not sales the other days. It doesn't matter to me if I sell one item a few dollars less because I know I'm going to sell another item for a few dollars more. So I try and look a lot at the whole big picture rather than the micro than each little detail. And that's always worked really well for me. And there's not as much pressure on myself that way too. Carrie's here. I'm so glad to see you. And you're saying hi to all your friends. Oh, great. Roxy's here. My sales aren't all that good this week. I'm trying to think of this week. In May, I was just, do you guys use anything for bookkeeping? Like, I use GoDaddy, but I know QuickBooks. And so I was going in there because I realized it's June and the year started January. So February, March, April, May, June. That's like 4 months really of sales and business. And I hadn't gone in to update all my bookkeeping. So I went and did that. And the thing I love about GoDaddy is they've got these great tables and things that you can look and see all your numbers. And it's like my May was my best month in a long time. But I don't know. I can't remember exactly how this week went. Let me just make sure I said hi to everybody. And Lisette is here. Hello, beautiful Quimby. Hello, beautiful Lisette. I always love seeing you so much. We have fun kind of moderating some of the chats together sometimes. Go to Boutique, Deja Vu Vintage. Hi, all. Hey, I'm so glad to see you. Hunter Ryan is waving at Kelly. Okay, Rhonda Creek is here. Yes, I got a reminder. Okay, good. If reminders aren't on or notifications, nothing is happening in my world right now. It's just like not anything happening. Did I say hi to everybody? I'm just scrolling through to make sure, and then we are going to dive into some of these questions and comments. Leslie's here from A Reseller's Passion. Gosh, I've been loving your content. And I've been loving your interviews. She's doing some great stuff on her channel. So definitely go over there and subscribe. Lots of great interviews, lots of different ways of bringing people together. Hi, friends. My thrift stores are open. I'm not interested in going. Thomas has gone to the bins. I have plenty to keep me busy. I'm blacking out and I'm back. Okay. Wow. Okay. You're in Virginia, right? I know you're East Coast. Is it Virginia? Am I getting that right? Nothing is open here. And let me tell a little story. So I have mentioned to you that the Goodwill's not open, the Salvation's not open, nothing's open. But there was this one local thrift store called Crossing the Jordan. It's a great thrift store. All their proceeds benefit people in recovery. Really great vibe in there. I love it. And they've been the only store that's open, but I wasn't ready to go yet because it seemed like we were still really sheltering in place. Sorry, I'm getting all these weird messages. PD, am I still on and going okay? Because I don't see my time clock or anything. Anyway, Okay, I'm just going to keep going. That's the only store that's been open. I haven't been ready to go. And then it turns out I've been reading the newspaper, you guys, and they're in all sorts of legal trouble now for being open. They were considering themselves an essential business because their proceeds are sheltering people and helping people with recovery. But the owner apparently was, okay, thanks, babe. The owner apparently was arrested, and they've been fined for being open when they're not supposed to be open yet. So it's like, whoa, I don't know if that means a lot of other thrift stores in our area are going to be hesitant to open, or they've been in the paper and they're having a lot of problems for opening sooner. I don't know if anything else open. So why is it everybody else's places are open and mine aren't? I don't know if I'm going to be ready to go yet or not. I'd love to hear your thoughts on that. Oh, I see Allison Cooper. Sorry, I missed you before. I'm in Washington State, and today at 11, we finally moved to phase 2. So, you know, it's all regional. It's all based on your location. We've had quite a few cases here, but they finally put out some stats about, you know, who's really affected and what that really looks like. So Angela Winning says, Michigan, our stores finally opened, but reduced capacity. How are they doing that? I've heard that it's going so many different ways. Like, how are they reducing capacity at your location? Michigan, stores just opening this week and next. Are you going to go? How are you feeling about that? Barbara says, Charlotte, and some things are open, including some thrift stores. Okay. And I think you said last week that you went out and sounds like you got some great stuff. Wendy says, I live in Oklahoma and work in Arkansas. Things are almost back to normal. Wow. It's just so strange, like, to hear that, because I don't feel like that's happening here. We're probably we're on the cusp. Some things are starting to open, like they have opened outdoor dining and pickup and stuff at restaurants. But oh, Donna is here. Lucky you, boutique. I'm so glad you joined us. Hello. Welcome. Thank you so much for commenting. We have if anyone ever is nervous to comment, please join in. Just say hello. Tell us, say, hey, this is who I am. This is where I'm from. We have a really welcoming community and we want you to be a part of it. It's a really great group and we'd love to hear from you. Karen says, I'm in Northwest Connecticut. Goodwill is still closed. How are you getting inventory then, hon? Hunter Ryan says, Big Pine Key, Florida. The roadblock into the Keys open Monday. I go to the Salvation Army on my island, want to get to the bins in Miami. Has anyone been to the bins and how are they managing it? Sarah Lee says Seattle stage 1.5 out in 4 stages. And James says, I'm outsourcing, but very limited quantity, mostly online. Okay. I mean, I've really gone nowhere, you guys. I've been doing a lot of online shopping. So for like a month or so, I was doing almost no shopping. Okay. When this first happened, I was like, woo, scarcity, THREDUP. I was doing everything. And then I realized I had enough inventory. Then I started deleting and relisting, and I have not listed new stuff. Like, I was not listing any new stuff, and my sales were fire, and it was just deleting old listings and relisting them. So I haven't needed to list, but now I'm starting to feel like I'm still working on that. I still have some more work to do, but I want to get some more inventory for coming up, and I want to try and list more than I ever usually do now that I have a little extra time. What do you guys think about that? Rhonda Creek says, I'm in Texas. Things are opening up, but I'm still doing sourcing online, just not comfortable yet. I totally hear you. Restyle Secrets says, only Salvation Army is still closed. Salvation Army is my favorite store right now. We get a lot of stuff from San Francisco at that particular Salvation Army, so I find the best brands. And on Wednesday, they have 50% off day. Most of my hauls, in fact, this show used to be a haul show, and it was usually from 50% off at Salvation Army. So, oh gosh, I do miss thrifting. I really do. But I'm doing a lot on shopgoodwill.com. Do you guys have experience with that? If so, can you let me know in the comments? Have you ever shopped or sourced online at Shop Goodwill? Let's see what else is going on. I'm going to scroll down and then get back, make sure I didn't miss anyone. I want to say hi to everyone who's here. I'm so thankful that you're here. Michelle's here. Hi, everyone. So glad you made it. So many good friends. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, Babette Sabol is here. Cool. Okay, I'm going to go back up and try and get to some of these comments now. I'm looking for my mom because she often says, Grateful Babette says she left something. and I can't miss it, but I don't see it here yet. Oh, James says, I sold a pair of professional boxing gloves today. I'll pick up anything for resale. That's awesome. Were they like modern or vintage, and was it a good flip? I'm not an I'll sell anything person. Like, I respect that, huge respect. And if I was full-time, I might. My business model might be a little different. Like, I need, for right now, things always change with me. Right now, I need to get a certain level of enjoyment out of my business. It's a part-time gig for me. I really love clothes, and so I really love selling things that I love, that I want to photograph, want to share, that I'm excited about, that I want somebody else to get. So I don't think I'm in that camp of like, I'll sell anything. I can easily think of how I might turn that way, or if I needed to, I would. But what do you guys think about that? How would you say your business model is with that? Reseller Wendy says, Goodwills have been open the whole time? Savers opened a week ago. Consignments opened about a month ago. Wow, that is so different than my lived experience here in Northern California. I'm like, what? Seek Joy says, South Texas, and everyone seems to be out and about like nothing's happening. I'm choosing to remain quarantined. Been having fun sourcing online. Where are you sourcing online? I've been all over Shop Goodwill online. I've been buying some stuff, you guys. I can't wait to tell you about it. Let's see where I am here in the chatty chat. Torvald will come up at 5:20, which is in just a few minutes. He loves interacting with you guys. So if anyone has any questions for an 8, almost 9-year-old, I wonder what he wants for his birthday. We could see if he has anything to say about that. Any questions for 9-year-olds are like, what's your favorite this? What do you not like or like? He likes to see the questions if anyone's feeling generous and wants to do that. I'm so curious about James's boxing gloves. I work mostly on Sunday. It's my only day off from my full-time job. Yep, so you're like me, you get a couple hustles going, which I think is really smart. Is anyone listening to anything good right now? I wanted to talk to you guys about some of the stuff I'm listening. I did an Instagram post about something I'm listening to called The Happiness Project. Have any of you guys heard of that? It comes out of the research and the work of a woman at Yale who's probably like younger than me, who's teaching a course called like The Science of Happiness. I don't think this is a new thing. I think it's been around a couple years. And I'm learning some great things, and I shared a little bit about it on Instagram. Practical tips about finding happiness and contentment on a daily basis. Restyle Secrets says, clothes take a dip in the summer for me, so I'm picking up small hard goods. I found an egg coddler. Look at my face. Look at my mouth. What is an egg coddler?
What is an egg coddler?
You have 1 minute, Torvald. 1 minute. Here he comes. I'll go down to the bottom, see if there's any questions for Mr. T. What is an egg coddler? What is your guess? What's an egg coddler? God, I love talking with you guys. It's always like, what? Let's see what. Oh, this is Torvald. In case you happen to be new, we have 30 friends with us right now. Torvald is my son. And he comes on when he's here at my house. If he's not at his dad's, he comes on at 5:20. He's a minute early. We are like blessed right now. Denali says, 26 watching. Give Quemby a thumbs up for being the best live host. That's me. It's just because I talk a lot and I talk loud and I get overexcited. Let's see. Yes, out of Yale. Quemby is the best live host. I have no idea how. Let's see what other friends have to say. And if anyone has any questions or comments for Torvald, Torvald's going to be 9 in 1 month. Wow. Wow, wow. Some of you guys have kids that are like young adults. I know Leslie does, and I know a lot of you do. Oh, here she is. Here's Grammy. I'm here. Grateful Babette is in the house. I'm here and being who I am, a cautious person. Yes, I prefer that you be cautious, not ready to go to stores. Can't wait to hear what Torvald has to say. What do you have to say to Graham? We haven't seen Grammy in a little bit. What we do is we drive over to her house And she stands out on the porch and waves, and we wave. Okay, here's from Seek Joy. Hi, Torvald. What's your favorite meal to eat? Perfect. I haven't had dinner yet. What's your favorite meal, T? Hey, Hanger Deals. I'm so glad you made it. She's got a YouTube channel, and she's doing a lot of fun stuff, so definitely check her out. Okay, your favorite meal is often pizza. Tell them about the lemon chicken, honey. There's some great lemon chicken, apparently. Oh, gosh, the anti-boutique. Okay, modern boxing gloves. James sold some boxing gloves that he picked up for $3 and sold for $28. That's awesome. I love a good flip like that. Michelle says, our thrift stores are still closed. Hunter Ryan says, I got a pair of pink kickboxing gloves for me since I do Beachbody and have signed up for the 10 rounds. Okay, Beachbody is what? Beachbody I definitely don't have right now. Oh, I just want my pool to open, but then I'll have to stop eating so many carbs probably. Okay. Lori says, cross the border into Pennsylvania for my Honey Hole small thrift store that opened today. Did you go? Lori, what did you get? What was it like? Are they doing like social distancing stuff, or is that lifted for you? What did you get? What is this from Ann and Angela? Posh added skincare, toys, and plush? Is this a new Posh update? Someone let me know because I have no idea. Babette said, I've been out to 2 local stores and I like it so much better than online. It was fine, not very crowded. That's fantastic. I mean, so I've been doing a lot on shopgoodwill.com. I have some videos about it, like where I go into detail and you can see me shopping on there in case you're curious. But many thrift stores around the country are now selling their stuff online. So it's just like, it's almost like going into the thrift store because you flip through item after item after item. And I have the same like excitement when I find something that's like amazing. So one of the things I got you guys in this last bundle that I did is a pair of Frye boots. And the reason I got them for $10 for knee-high Frye boots is because they didn't know that they were Frye boots. They had a picture of knee-high boots and I'm like, those look cool. And they had them listed as Vibram because somebody had them resold with a Vibram sole. But you have to recognize the Frye logo, which looks like this. Some of you, do you guys remember these from a video like, I don't know, a couple months ago when I got all that baby donation? Here's a little education. I bet you all know this, but in case you're newer, that right there is the Frye logo. So often Frye boots on the bottom will say Frye, but someone had them resold with a Vibram sole, which I think makes them even more valuable. So that's the Frye logo that you'd be looking for. So I'm on shopgoodwill.com and it's like, oh my God, those are Frye's. So I got a pair of Frye boots for $10. Put those in my cart. And one of my tips for shopping online at shopgoodwill.com is watch out for shipping costs. Try and find 1-cent shipping when it's available, or combine your order, get a bunch of stuff for the shipping because they'll prorate the shipping. And you can lot everything together. So that's a way to save money. Otherwise, it can be pretty expensive. Let's see what I'm missing. Oh, darling Dresser's here. Thank goodness you're here. Hi, Quimby and Torvald. You guys have got to find her on, I see another good question for Torvald. You have to find Oh, darling Dresser on Instagram because she sells vintage and she models it and she has nailed it. Like, I swear you look like all my friends did in the 90s in high school. Okay. Carrie says, what books to read at his age right now? What books are we reading? I saw a question from Restyle Secrets. Where'd it go?
Stuff.
What are we reading?
Stuff that is currently sitting out on our table in the back corner.
What? Anyway, we are reading, what's it called? The Dragon Hunter at night. And every day for homeschool, Torvald has reading with Mama and like a book report. And so I print out from online, I print out Minecraft reading because that's what he's super into right now. Torvald, what superpower would you choose? Oh my God, we should all answer this one. I've often thought about that. What superpower would I choose? What's your answer? Superpower would be like being invisible. What else is a superpower? Like being able to move or run super fast. What else are superpowers, you guys? The like superheroes have incredible strength, stuff like that. James says, we've been hitting thrifts and the bins for some time now. Here in Texas, the thrifts have been very careful. Hunter says, Beachbody on demand. There are free trials. I'm also a coach if you're interested. I am glad on the updated items as have a lot of the Funko Pop Dollar. I don't know what that means, but that sounds good. James says, I will sell anything that has a great profit margin. Recently sold discounted Revlon keratin hair treatment that I paid 99 cents for. Each bottle sold for 33. 99 cents to 33. That's awesome. And it might have to do with the times right now, because I had to put in an Amazon order for some stuff, and it's like all my beauty stuff, like hair stuff. You could only buy one, so limited quantity, and it was really expensive. Karen says, hi, Torvald. What do you like most about having your mom as your mom? That's a good one. He's quiet tonight for some reason. I'm not sure what it is either, but it's cute and has a rabbit on it, and they're selling for $35. The egg coddler. I wonder if it's like a little display case for eggs. I have not ventured much into like home goods. Have you guys? For selling on Poshmark and eBay? I love thrifting for myself for vintage home goods and stuff from the thrift store, but I haven't sold a lot of it. I think the reason I'm hesitant is storing it and shipping it. It's a whole new thing, but I do like to learn whole new things. Donna from Lucky You Boutique says, the stay-at-home order was lifted today in my area, but the thrift stores are not opened yet. Yeah, it's so different everywhere. Okay, so this is Karen. I was talking about the Happiness Project. That was such a great book. The Happiness Project and the journal that goes with it is awesome. Hint for Peter. I hope I'm talking about the right thing. Am I, you guys? I'm taking that course. That was your most popular course, my brother told me. So what I'm talking about is a professor from Yale who's teaching a course called The Science of Happiness. I don't know if it's called the Happiness Project or the Happiness Lab. Is that the same thing? But the thing I'm talking about, she has a podcast. Maybe it's been turned into a book. And she was interviewed, and I listened to an interview. And she was talking about all these kids at Yale, which is a top Ivy League school. There's only like 4,000 students. And these are students mostly who have a lot of privilege, a lot of money, a lot of resources. And yet she, as a professor, noticed that they were all pretty miserable, really stressed out, and really unhappy and not enjoying their experience. So she started teaching a course that became extremely popular called The Science of Happiness. And it was essentially like studying happy people. What are common traits among happy people? Can you change into a happier person or improve your score, like on your 1 to 10 happiness score? And this is not talking about people with significant mental health issues. Like this is, yes, it can work for people with depression and anxiety and things, but not people that have like serious mental health issues. But that there are a lot of those things that are just simple, healthy daily habits that we can all do that make a significant difference on your scale of 1 to 10 happiness. And they're things that most of us know to do, but we kind of forget to do, or we don't have enough incentive to do. And they're things like daily consistent practices, like writing down your gratitudes and your goals, connecting with other people, making sure to get good sleep, making sure to choose healthier foods, doing something nice for somebody else. These daily habits made significant changes for people on how content or happy they identified themselves to be. So I've been trying to practice that. I've been waking up. One of the benefits of being this stay-at-home thing is I go walking every morning, and I think that has made a huge difference in my mood and how I feel. Do you guys have experiences like that? Rhonda says, I have been sourcing on Poshmark and ThreDUp. I will have to try out Shop Goodwill. I love it. So on Shop Goodwill, I have bought so many things over time, but just in the past week. What, hon?
I might need to go soon.
Okay, say bye.
I've been here for 10 minutes.
That's a long time. Thanks for joining us. Love you. We'll be down for dinner in a little bit. So I bought a lot of things on Shop Goodwill over time to resell on eBay and Poshmark, but I bought a lot this week. And I'll have a video. Hopefully I'll have it done for you guys by Monday because I made a big, kind of like, almost like a wholesale purchase. Let me just see. So I'm going to tell you about that. Let me just see if I'm missing anything that I need to check out. Okay, I'm going way down. Yay, Shop Foxburrow made it. Brittany from Shop Foxburrow. Hey girl, what's going on with you? Leslie says, I'm not always happy, but I'm very content. Happiness is just a word. It's really hard to describe happiness. I'm content and satisfied with my life, family, and accomplishments. I totally agree with that 100%. I've struggled myself with the word happiness. There are certain words that I struggle with. Maybe it's because I'm a psychologist. Maybe other people struggle with this too. I've struggled with the word being positive. Everyone should have a positive attitude. Be positive. I've struggled with that just because sometimes people don't feel positive and it's really hard to just fake. It's really hard to just be like, no, things are great. Or it's really hard to be positive if you don't feel that sense of contentment inside. And so I think it's sometimes a pressure for people. Like, how do I be positive if I don't feel positive? So I've struggled with that. I feel much more comfortable with grateful because you can have all these hard things going on. You can be not feeling great and you can choose to shift your mind to the things you are actually grateful for. It's not fake. It's very real and it can be very simple. I'm grateful I have a roof over my head. I'm grateful I have a husband that I love. I'm grateful that, you know, I'm healthy right now today. They're very real things. You're not putting on any airs. And that actually changes and shifts you in your brain so that you can actually start to feel better immediately. It has a very positive effect almost immediately for most people. There's something in brain research that they look at, like in neuroscience, where it's impossible to be actively in your gratitudes in the moment and also suffering. Suffering meaning feeling frustrated, angry, sad, judgmental, resentful, all those hard emotions. Your brain cannot do both those things at the same time. So I've actually challenged myself sometimes when I'm feeling awful to be like, okay, I have to put my head in a different space. I have to actively shift my mindset right now. And the way I'm going to do that is focus on very genuine, true, and real things that are true in this moment that I'm grateful for. And most people can come up with at least a few, and it shifts where you are operating in your brain. So I agree with Leslie. Like, I often don't describe myself as happy. I don't know that I would, but content and at peace, that's what I'm going for. And I sometimes think, yeah, the idea of happiness can be overrated. And I think happiness can be a moment-to-moment thing. Like, most of us want to be happy in our relationship. And it's like, oh my God, what a hard goal to set for yourself. You're not going to be happy all the time. Or I just want to be a happy person. Why aren't I happy? Well, let's look at the moments you were. You know, a lot of my work with teens, because they're such black and white thinkers, and adults struggle with this too, is just thinking in those black or white terms. I'm either happy or I'm not. Well, let's look at your last hour. Let's look at your day. Did you have moments of gratitude? Did you have moments of happiness? I don't think anyone's happy all the time. Even if you study, you know, some of the people that are considered enlightened, like Eckhart Tolle or Katie Byron, those are two people to check out if you're at all interested in any of this kind of stuff. They don't describe themselves as happy or joyous. They describe themselves as at peace, content, and in like awareness at this moment. So yeah, I just went off of there. Sorry, guys. Let's talk about reselling. Oh, well. Carrie says the course is free. Happiness Lab. Thank you, Kelly. So you're familiar with that too. Happiness Lab. So I'm sorry if I might have said Happiness Project. That might be something different. Happiness Lab with Dr. Laurie Santos. You can find YouTube video interviews with her. She's super down to earth. She's like, gotta be what, like in her 30s, Kelly? And she's basically someone who identifies as not being all that happy necessarily. So someone who needed to do this work. And the course really helped her take a look at things that were within her control that she could do to feel more content in the moment. And you know what? This all applies to business as well. It all applies. Our businesses are an extension of who we are. I believe in running our business with the same values that we run our lives. I think we all look at like what our beliefs are, what our values are for our life, for parenting. Well, what about for business? We run businesses here. Are you applying the same values to your reselling business that you do to your life? Why or why not? It's an important thing to do. Oopsie, that we don't all talk about. Let's see where I got off to. I'm sure I got way. Islet Dreams reseller made it. Yay. Hey, everyone. So glad I just remembered live at 5. I hear it in my head now. Live at 5. I look forward to being with you every week. I'm so glad you made it. Restyle Secrets says, believing in something and being grateful for something are two ideas I rely on to feel content regardless of the situation. There is some truth right now. I'm going to read that again, because someone might really need to hear it in the chat now or on the replay. Believing in something and being grateful for something are two ideas I rely on to feel content regardless of the situation. Let me tell you something that you probably already know. We don't get to change the situation. We get to change our reaction to the situation. We don't get to control what other people are doing. We don't get to control what's happening out there. We get to control what's happening here. And that takes practice, and it takes a little discipline, and it takes work. I'm not saying it's easy. But it's simple. Like, how are you reacting to the situation at home? I'm still just holding this baby fry boot. Somebody needs these. I got these for free in a donation box that I still need to go through. When we were all getting donations when this whole thing first went down. And these are baby fry boots, toddler boots. They're so soft, which is why I love holding them. I'm just holding them as I talk to you. Check out these ones too. Are you kidding me? These are little baby, I think they're ropers, which is a really popular, these are kind of like Bolo brands for adults too. Yeah, ropers. These are little ropers. These came in the box. Little toddler baby, like new roper Western boots. If you see these for adults, these sell really well, and these sell really well. Does anyone have a kid? Like, I need to send these to you. Like, this is like joy right here. Look at these things. Adorable. Roper and Fry, good brands to sell for adults. And also, these will probably do well for kids stuff. Okay, I got off on a tangent. I did want to tell you about what I was working on and buying in large lots on Shop Goodwill. But Roxy, maybe this is more important. Roxy says, I used to think of 5 things I'm grateful for every night. And when I don't do it, I see a difference in my mood. The boots are cute. Okay, let's just combine our thoughts. The boots are adorable. Yes. And so research shows there are scientists and social scientists that actually study this. We are able to see so much more now with brain imaging, you guys. Like, we can actually look at people's brains while they're doing gratitudes and see what happens. We can study the chemical reaction in people's bodies now when they're doing their gratitudes. It is true. Doing your gratitudes changes your mood. And it is also true, research shows, that writing things down. I don't always write them down. I do them verbally to myself. I do them before I go to bed or when I'm feeling down. I do a lot of journaling. However, research shows that you are much more likely to make the goals on your goal list if you write them down. They did longitudinal studies, which means they followed people over time. The people that wrote down their goals were much more likely to achieve their goals. So do that for your business. If you have reselling business goals and you're like, hey, in 1 year, I want to be here, or hey, I want to do these things for myself, write that stuff down on a piece of paper. I have all these journals for reselling, things I want to accomplish, things I'm interested in. So write that stuff down. You're more likely to accomplish the goals in your life and in your business if you write them down. Lisette, thank you so much. Hit the thumbs up, everyone, she says. That would be great. And I saw Lisette say something else. I appreciate Lisette and like her so much. So I think she said she's out working. That girl is always out hustling, which I really admire. Sorry, guys, out working. We love you. Don't worry. We are good. I'd like to talk to her more. Maybe we could get her on this channel. I just liked her and her husband so much when they were on Leslie's channel, A Reseller's Passion. Okay, let's see what else. Laurie says from Seattle Gal Style, yes, happiness is a result of specific moments or reactions, but content is an an encompassing general state of mind. Yeah, that is a really good point. I often think of it as like your baseline, like moods change all throughout the day based on a lot of different things. But what's your kind of baseline? Like at a foundational level, would you describe yourself as someone who's pretty content or happy? Is that something you struggle with? Because I think we do have a baseline, and we can have moments of joy, we can have moments of peace or happiness, moments of anger, whatever. But where do you come back to? What is your baseline? Babette says, I love this actively shift your mindset. I'm going to check out this Happiness Live project. You know, the Happiness Lab project, the thing I like about it is that it's very simple. Like, it's surprisingly simple. And this woman, when they interview her, she's just like really down to earth. It's not anything that's like, wow, I can't believe that if I do this, I could be happier. It's very simple daily practices like the stuff I said. So it's not mind-blowing stuff. It's just real good, simple, honest truths. But we need reminders of that. A lot of us know what to do to feel better and healthier, but doing it is another thing, right? Let's see what James has to say. He always has some good stuff at the Antique Boutique. I've learned to enjoy my own company more too. I can be content when I'm alone. Yes. I mean, I got to tell you, do you think that's something that comes with age, you guys? So I know we've talked about this sometimes before on the channel. I love how we swing from reselling to life and all, you know, the whole span. I really appreciate that. I've always been pretty comfortable alone. I remember as a girl, I wonder if my mom's still there. She could maybe validate this. I remember as a girl, like just being so happy playing by myself in my own little worlds, making stuff up. But then you go through like your teens and your early 20s. There's some different insecurities that come in as we develop our identities. But being comfortable being with yourself, that is a gift. Like to enjoy the company of others, but to know you're good with yourself. That is a beautiful thing right there. That is a great place to arrive to. I love being by myself. I spent a lot of time I've done a lot of meditation retreats, a lot of silent retreats. I lived in a yoga ashram for 2.5 years. So it's like when you do stuff like that, you learn to get comfortable alone and with yourself, with your thoughts, with who you are at the deepest level. Babette says, only child here too, self-entertaining. Wow. So my son's going to be an only child. I have a brother, says James. Wait, I have a brother, but a ton of cousins who were like siblings to us growing up. I love my own company. That is so fantastic. Not everybody can say that. Let's see what else our friends have to say. Leslie says, I agree, Quimby. When you are pressured to be positive, you'll pretend. I'm very content. Grateful is a word, and definitely thankful. Absolutely. I just remember for a while there, everything was like, be positive, positivity. And if that comes from a genuine place, that's fantastic. If you genuinely feel positive about a situation, you want to talk about it, fantastic. But I think I value personally authenticity and being real and genuine more than being positive for the sake of being positive. You know, it's just, you know, and this is not about having good manners. This is not about doing the right thing. Those things are important. But just being positive, that's a lot for a lot of people to try and do. Michelle says, I've looked at Shop Goodwill, but never bought anything. What's held you back from buying anything? So let me just check up and see what my friends are doing. Brandy says, Posh has a sell similar feature. Go look at a sold listing and look on top. Margaret made it. I'm sorry I've missed you till now. I got on talking. Anyone brings up anything about, you know, I'm like, oh, yes, I'll talk about that. Hi, Quimbiano. I love your turquoise jewelry you have on tonight. Hi, Torvald. Thank you, Margaret. I'm so glad to see you. I always have turquoise jewelry on. It is my favorite. Oh, see, I missed a couple of these things up here. That's why I'm going back. What the heck is this that I missed? Telekinesis. I don't know. But Beth says, still waiting for my THREDUP box. I was hoping that Bandy's Closet would be here, Melissa, because so I got a THREDUP 25-piece women's box. This will be my third one that I've got during quarantine, you guys. My first two were awesome. If you saw those videos, I was like, thank you, ThreedUp. I have a suspicion that maybe the boxes are better right now. What's your experience with boxes if you've gotten one during the stay-at-home time? Because I feel like my boxes have been on fire, and I'm like, are they doing it on purpose? Like, so I have one sitting downstairs now. I ordered it, I want to say May 7th, and it just got here yesterday, the 4th. That's almost a month. I've never waited a month. They do say on the site at ThreedUp right now, rescue boxes may take longer. And my other two took 2 weeks before they shipped it. And that's kind of a long time for ThreedUp, you guys. So I was like, you know, that seemed like a long time. This was a month. So if you have any interest, you think you might want a ThreedUp box in the future, order that thing because it is taking a long time to get here. But I brought up Brandy from we can both open our boxes and do one of those fun, like, who got a better box. So that'll be fun. We're going to connect those videos. I wonder if she's got hers yet. Let's see. I'm just going back up. Oh, yeah, we were on the superpower thing. That was fun. Okay, so now I can catch back up a little bit. So the thing I wanted to tell you guys as I'm scrolling through the comments is I made a super big purchase on shopgoodwill.com. I bought a huge lot of designer purses. It was $573. Has anyone done that kind of thing before? I'm hoping to have a video out on Monday for you guys about it. That's a big one for me. I'm trying to think if I bought anything. I have been looking at wholesale stuff, but I just can't pull the trigger. I'm just like, I don't know, because a lot of the things that you get from like B&G Trading, a lot of those wholesale items are not my best sellers. So I don't know. Have you guys done anything like that? Oh, Michelle says, what size are those adorable little things? Do you have a toddler? I'll check real quick. These are like baby. They're so soft. I wish they would make this style for 4M Rodeo Booty 2020. So they're new. I can't even remember what 4M is. That's what it looks like. I think that means it says 2020. That couldn't be. Is that they're from this year? They're super nice. I haven't checked comps. I don't think there's a lot on there, but so cute. Do you need them in your life? Brittany from Shop Foxburrow said, that's a lot of cash, Quemby. Hope you know what you're getting. I got it. I don't want to ruin my video though, you guys. I just filmed the video before I came up here to do this. So I'll give you the mini. So I bought on shopgoodwill.com. They have lots, okay? And I've bought several lots. I bought several other lots this week too. And I've looked at the handbag boxes, but on shopgoodwill.com, they have some buy it now, but a lot is auction. Is anyone in the chat, have you been selling on eBay? And if so, how long? Because eBay used to be like all auction. Like they started buy it now. I don't know what year, but eBay was known for auction. People still do auctions now, but I feel like I see buy it now more commonly. But shopgoodwill.com is doing auctions, and they are so competitive. It's like, I hate auctions where you have to be on your phone at the last 30 seconds and you get outbid by like $1. It's like so stressful for me. It's like, I would rather pay more for buy it now than have to go through that stress of auctions. Do you guys have any experience with that? So I ended up, oh God, it's such a long story. I don't even know if I put this on my video, but I ended up watching this lot of handbags. It was on there for like a week. It kept going up and up. The day that it was due to close, it was at $420. And I'm like, geez, it's going to get so crazy at the last minute. There were all these bids. And then they had a buy it now option for $500. And I went back and forth. I took like 24 hours to think about it. And on shopgoodwill.com, they don't give you, it's like ThreedUp, they do not give you a lot of pictures. So you don't know, like, you can't base your decision on a lot. There was 3 pictures, one of all the bags, and then 2 breakout pictures. You couldn't even see. And they don't tell you what the condition is. So I'm like, this is such a risk. But I'm like, I like a little bit of risk. Like, I don't know. So I ended up hitting the buy it now button. It already came. It got here FedEx, a 35-pound huge box. It got here today, so I just opened it. I think I did really well. I can't wait to show you guys. Okay, let me get back up here. Lisette says, I love being by myself, believe it or not. I do believe it. I don't get a lot of time by myself. I mean, I used to, maybe before quarantine, but it's like I have a kid, I have a partner. You have to really make an effort to get time for yourself. 50 minutes? Whoa, you've got to be kidding me. This show is always like, this video is like a time warp for me. It's like it goes so quick. Sometimes I go back and rewatch it so that I can see what you guys said. And I always feel bad, like I miss comments. And I'm like, how could I have missed that? I do try and go back and watch it. And this is a great time to put in your Poshmark closet, anything you're doing that we can help support. I do try and go back. I try and find your closets and I try and share or check them out. I try and find you on Instagram. Because I think the more we do that, the closer community we're going to have together. We get to create this. Oh, my mom says, yes, you were always very self-contained. I remember that. I have memories from like 5 years old setting up all these worlds and not wanting to be bothered and just wanting to play. Hunter said, I take anti-anxiety medications for anxiety and PTSD. I'm not as large of a spectrum. Not sure what that last part means, but yeah, I work a lot in my private practice with people with anxiety. I have a lot to say about that, but I'll try not to I've treated a lot of people with anxiety. It's very treatable. I struggle with anxiety. I've worked a lot with PTSD. It's a very real thing. There's a lot of great treatment out there. So I just want to put that message of hope out without getting into too many details. I've treated a lot of people successfully with anxiety and post-traumatic stress. Roxy, I appreciate you, Roxy, so much. I don't know if you're still here in the chat because this comment was like 7 minutes ago because I'm all over the place. The chat goes so fast, but I just want to shout out Roxy, who I appreciate so much. I feel like she's just been such a reliable reseller friend to me. I hope I get to meet you someday. I mean, I remember when I started this channel out of nowhere, I didn't know anyone. I didn't have an Instagram account. I'd never met anyone. And there I am just plodding along, making these videos for not many people. And she's just been such a good support to me, leaving comments, liking videos when I had 10 subscribers. I'm loyal to that. I really appreciate that. Brittany from Shop Foxburrow says, I'm the oldest of 3 and I love my own company. My kids sometimes drive me insane. Thank you for saying that. It's like, this is what moms have to do. I love my kids so much. They're the best thing that ever happened to me, but they drive me insane. My kids drive me insane, but I love them so much. It's like we have to say, I know you love your kids so much and they will drive you crazy. I have one child, you guys. I have one child. I have a lot of education about parenting. I have a lot of resources. I'm not struggling, and it is still so hard to raise one child. Look what Angela says. Toxic positivity is a real thing. I have not heard that term before. Where did you come up with that term? And Brittany's agreeing, saying, totally. I haven't heard that term. Brittany says, oh, have you guys seen the new Reposh button in your purchases? Reposh. What is, no, what is that? Maybe somebody answered that, but if not, where is it, Brittany? I can look on my phone right now. What is it? Michelle says, figuring out the best pricing and shipping on Shop Goodwill has held me back. Yes, I have a video on it. Yes, they do have a button where you can hit estimate shipping and they will estimate it for you. They're not always exact, but within a few bucks, because they can have stuff on there for like $5.99. And you're like, oh my God, Lululemon pants for $5.99. But then you go hit the button on shopgoodwill.com that says estimate shipping and it's like $12. And you're like, wait, now we're up to $20 plus tax. Like, it's not that great deal that you thought. So definitely watch out for that. I have so many tips. If you want to check out that video and let me know if you have questions, because I have so many tips. I spend a lot of time on there. I bought a lot this week even, but it's like you can search for things like 1 cent shipping, That's huge. You can search for things that are buy it now. That's huge. And like I said earlier, the other way I get around it is go to the, say you buy an item for $5 from shopgoodwill.com. What store did you buy it from? Did you buy it from Goodwill of Pennsylvania? Then go on Goodwill of Pennsylvania, see what other items they have. Try and bundle or lot a bunch of items up. They'll combine the shipping and you can save on shipping. So I've done that. I bought like a bunch of stuff from one seller. Totally doable. I think I did really well. I bought a lot of lots. There's the handbag lot. And then I bought a lot of sweaters this week, a lot of men's stuff. Maybe there aren't a lot of men shoppers on there because the men's lots I've done really well with. What does Lisette have to say? And it doesn't help that I'm 50 with those mood swings. You know what? Women, well, geez, I'll probably get in trouble for saying something like this, but you know, I think it's normal for everybody, let's just say, to have mood swings. Most people's moods go up and down. And we sometimes think, oh, it's just me. Why am I so moody? You know what? I talk to people extremely intimately all the time. Most of us have moods. Here's the key for me. I don't know what it is for you, but the key for me is like I have a monkey mind. I have lots of moods and feelings. I have lots of thoughts all the time. I just don't believe all the thoughts anymore, and I don't react to all the thoughts, and I don't open my big mouth, believe it or not, and say all the thoughts. If I'm having some crazy thought with one of my moods, like, I gotta get out of here, I'm moving away, everyone's driving me crazy, I'm gonna get on a plane and move down to Tahiti all by myself. I don't actually speak those things. I just go, there's your crazy thoughts, Quimby, there's your crazy moods. Wow, that's weird. You were doing this mood earlier. 20 minutes ago, you were giving your husband a big hug and smooch, and now he's chewing, and you're going to tear his eyeballs out. Like, I just don't speak them, and I don't react on all of them. I just notice them like, well, that's weird. There's another one of these crazy thoughts. Okay, let's see what Roxy says. She's done a lot of THREDUP. We'll finish up in the next 10 minutes. I got my box this week and it's not bad and working on listing it, and then we'll do a video. Okay, cool. I wish there was a way. Will you remind me like on Instagram and say, Quimby, I got my video up. I want to go over there and check it out. Not bad doesn't sound awesome though, does it, Roxy? Barbara says, when I was a nanny many years ago, I would have the kids spend time by themselves to learn to be independent and learn to play by themselves. That's brilliant. Can you come over and be my nanny? I have one kid and it's like, if he's not, actively doing something that's, been prescribed for him, he's like, what should I do now? He does this thing where he's like, I'm bored. And I'm like, oh no, you're not going to be bored. Find something to do. Michelle says, still waiting on the THREDUP box. And Rhonda says, yes, I've been wondering about the reposh thing. Okay, I got to find it. Let me see if anybody answered that. Ooh, Angela got hers. Angela Winning says, I got my shoebox. Was a big surprise as I didn't get a shipping notification. Oh, okay. I've never got the shoebox. When did you order that? Have you guys got the shoebox? I've never seen the shoebox available. I check THREDUP every day, rescues. I've never seen it. All I see now, you guys, is scarves. Has anyone gotten that box? Is that worth it? And women's and scarves. That seems to be like all I see. I wish I loved shoes because they sell really well. Leslie at a Reseller's Passion, she's like, sell the shoes, and she's really smart. She and her husband Thomas. Shoes do well. I just don't like shoes. Wait, I was just gonna do something. Oh, here it is. Brittany says, looks like you can just tap a button and it pulls over all the basic size and brand info. Not bad. Oh my God, I gotta look into this. I don't know. I mean, Posh just came out with that copy feature, and that is like amazing where you can delete and copy. So they're doing some good stuff. I think Posh, that is smart. Oh, James says, Quimby, thank you for spelling my name right. I got a woman's mix box like you, and it was just as good. Yay! You guys, do you think it's now? Because I've said this before, I'm really honest about these things. I have up on my channel from the early days some really bad THREDUP women's boxes, some really, well, I mean, I never say they're bad. I mean, I'm usually just happy to get inventory to my door, but I've gotten some that are like, not so good. men's boxes, denim boxes, where I'd be like, I don't know. But the boxes I've gotten during stay at home have been really good. And why do you guys think that might be? Hunter says, how does everyone feel about the Reposh program? It didn't say how they would get permission to reuse others' photos. My one and only ThREDUP box was horrible. I'm so sorry. There are not good ThREDUP boxes. Do not think that everybody gets a great box. Do not think you're going to get it just because you saw somebody get a good box. Doesn't mean you are. I don't know what you're talking about, the Reposh program. I say this every time because I don't ever want to mislead anybody. Mystery boxes are a risk, a big risk. Evaluate for yourself. Can you handle that risk? Or are you going to be upset, aggravated, disappointed, mad at ThREDUP, or can you roll with it and hope the next box is good? Don't buy a rescue box if you cannot handle the risk, because they are not always good. Babette says, I love shoes. I think I could do just shoes. Why? Why don't I like shoes? Oh, Scully Star Fashions. Hey, Rita, I'm so glad you made it. I haven't seen you in the chat before. Thank you so much for leaving a comment. We do this every Friday. Most of these people show up like every week, and we're all such good friends. And I really thought we'd go to Posh Fest or eBay Open this year, and I'd get to meet everybody. And I had fantasies that we'd say, okay, everyone who's usually in the chat on Fridays, come to this room at this time, and we'd all get to really connect. But because of everything going on, I don't think those will be happening. I'm kind of hoping that Posh, rather than cancels, will reschedule for later in the year, because they usually do Posh Fest in October, I think. Could they do it in the spring? I'd go. We could all hang out. And you know what? I'd probably be so different in person. You'd be like, Kwami's really awkward in person. I'd be an hour, and then I'd be like, I gotta get out of here and go lay down. James says, I ordered the shoebox for 15 pairs, and they emailed me that it was really delayed. So I asked for my money back. That's cool. That's totally cool. Okay, let's get our Posh closets in. Tell me if there's anything you're doing that I can go check out. Look for that video on Monday with my bags. I really want to get your feedback. I didn't post a lot lately because of everything going on. It seems like, I don't know, there's just so many more important things going on. I don't know. I might be live on Monday on Daniela's channel at Ivy and Blush. I haven't heard from her if she wants to reschedule to that day or what. But yeah, my Posh closet is at _Hunter_Ryan_. Make sure not to forget those underscores. Totally. Roxy says, they're a risk, but so fun. You know what? Yes, 100%. The mystery boxes are a risk. The ThREDUP boxes, you sometimes get a dud. You sometimes get an absolutely amazing. I got a $500 dress in one of my last ones. It's hanging there. I need to do the research and list it. Oh my God, you guys, did I tell you that I sold that Prada bag? Did any of you guys see that on Instagram? We got to finish up soon because I know it's an hour and I want to be respectful of your time. Okay, I love you guys so much, and thank you for this. One of these live Fridays, we had a talk. I don't know if it was 2-3 weeks ago. Does anyone remember? And I was like, do you sell flawed stuff? I don't know if I feel comfortable. I got some handbags that are really flawed in one of my designer boxes on ThREDUP. Do you guys sell flawed? And most of the people in the chat said, yes, I'll sell flawed. And I just take pictures and I note it. I'm like, I feel bad. But I did it. I had a Prada bag that I got in a ThREDUP designer rescue box. A little orange baguette. Not much of a thing at all. Someone's pen of ink had exploded inside. I did all the techniques. Nothing was getting this out. It was not in good shape. It had dirt on it. It just didn't look great. But I really believed it was authentic. I did all my research online to authenticate the bag. I put that all in my description. I took mostly pictures of all the damage because I was so insecure. It sold in a few hours for $100. $100! That covers the cost of that bag. And I've already sold 2 other bags, a Dooney and Bourke bag from there and a Kate Spade bag. So I already doubled my money and I still have 2 more items. I'm trying to think what the other items were. So I want to thank you for that. I love that about our community. I love that we come together. We share different ideas. We don't always agree. We have different business models, different experiences. But you guys are like, do it. I sold it for $100 in a matter of hours, shipped and gone out the door. That was awesome. And it wasn't in good shape. So I really appreciate you for that. Lindsay says, can't wait to see your Monday video. I love handbags. My posh closet is Lindsay1208. I've been over to your closet. I think we've talked over there. I've shared a lot of your stuff. Super cute stuff. I didn't know I loved handbags, but let me show you this one. If anyone's still here, we have 29 people. I'm keeping this one from the lot because I love it so much. I know that's a bad reseller move, but this is one of the bags in there. It looks like new. It looks never worn. I hope it shows up good on the screen. This is the one I'm letting myself keep. Can you see how amazing it is? It's like a rust coral color Coach bag. It looks to me like it is never, look at the inside. When I get the stuff from THREDUP, it is, oh, I forgot to mention, well, this is all in the video. Oh my gosh, I gotta pause because Angie's here. Dizzy Angie. Angie says, I've been quietly listening while I list on eBay. Thanks for hanging out with me while I work. I'm just like such a big fan of Angie. I just love her and her husband Albert on their channel. Definitely check those guys out. I'm always asking her, like, let's do a video, but they're super busy. Like, she works full time and they've got kids, and but one day I hope to do a video with them because I just like them. You know, that is on YouTube where you're like, I just like that person. Like, I feel like I know her. She has no idea who I am. I'm just a fan type person, but I love this bag. Look at the inside of this Coach bag. I mean, usually if you've ever gotten a designer or the Coach bag for $100 from THREDUP, they're thrashed. The zipper might be broken. They're all stained. This looks like a brand new bag. I love the color. I love the pleating. I love the gold hardware. This one's stained with me. I could probably sell it for like somewhere between 40 and 90. The comps are all over for these bags, but I'm letting myself keep this one and I love it. I didn't even know I was a designer handbag person, but apparently I am. Okay, guys, let me just read out some of these. Oh, Diane made it. There is her closet name. Oh, Carrie says good night. Good night. Have a great weekend. Family movie night. I should do family movie night right now. Kelly's here. Okay, guys. I'm just going to read these last few things and then I will let you go. Sorry I kept you so long. I just have such a good time with you and get so excited. Scully Fashions. I got out of work. Glad to be here. I'm so glad you're here. We do it every Friday and we want to see you. Angela says, I think maybe with everyone cleaning out their closets, THREDUP might be overwhelmed with items. Not everyone chooses to have their items returned. That's probably it. You're probably right. Reseller Wendy says, I love shoes too. So easy to photograph and list. It's about 1/3 of my sales. You're absolutely right. You guys, shoes sell well for me. They sell higher. I just don't, like, if they need to be cleaned up, I don't often feel like doing it. Storing them, photograph, I don't know. It's just not my fave, but I'm going to move towards it. Here's Babette's closet. Definitely go share her and check her all out. Roxy says, my wine is kicking in because I see lots of misspellings. I know. Okay. The Antique James says, I saw that on Instagram. So happy for you. Flawed designer definitely sells. Let's face it. Not everyone can afford designer, but can afford a flawed designer that they can repair or clean. I mean, I guess so. I didn't know. And Hunter Ryan says, wow, I need to clean my Prada shoes. Hope everyone has a busy weekend, says Brittany. I love the color of that bag. Me too, Karen. Is it coming across? It's like super rust colored. I think it'll be good with my turquoise and my lipstick. Okay, my friends. I am, Sarah Lee says, can't wait for your big haul. And here is Sarah Lee on is that you on Poshmark or Instagram? Great Coach bag. Okay, friends, I'm going to let you go. I'll do a pop-up this week. That is my commitment. I don't know when it's going to be. I have some other ideas, but I'll do another pop-up live. So make sure you have the little bell turned on, subscribe and hit the little bell, and you'll get a notification that I'm going live. I'll also post it on Instagram. So if you follow me there, I'll post it like at least a few hours in advance, and I'd love to see you. And thank you for joining me. I look forward to Fridays. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you next time, Friday night or before. Night, guys.